Hello, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, and welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate, your home of your black and gold heroes, where we talk all things Pittsburgh Steelers. We are Pittsburgh Steelers fans through and through who love to talk about our black and gold heroes. And guys, we are here for you. We want to know what you think, and we want to know in the comments if there's any content you want us to cover. Drop it down in that comment. And if you have not yet subscribed to the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate, come and join the Syndicate family. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so you don't miss out on any great content from the Syndicate. So, guys, Brian Flores, one of the best signings of the offseason so far for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, it's been reported by ESPN Insider Brooke Pryor, who is an expert on the Pittsburgh Steelers, that Brian Flores is 100% fully focused on one thing and one thing alone this coming season, and that is his work for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Apparently, Flores allows himself 1 second's thought a day about the future, but not the future you may think, not about his lawsuit for discrimination, not about that at all, not about any future head coaching opportunities that may come his way after this season with the Pittsburgh Steelers. No, he is solely focused on the Pittsburgh Steelers, improving the defense, improving the linebackers, and helping the Pittsburgh Steelers to be successful in the 2022 NFL season. His job is there and clear for him. Flores has one focus, and that is working with Terrell Austin and working with players like Devin Bush, Miles Jack, Robert Spillane, Buddy Johnson, and the front and the D line to make them the best in the NFL, to get this Steelers defense back to where it belongs as one of the top 3 elite defenses in this NFL. Now, in a recent interview with Brooke Pryor of ESPN, who obviously, like I said to you, is an NFL insider, is someone who has that inside track on the Steelers, is someone who speaks to the coaches and the players on a regular basis. Brian Flores spoke and gave the following quotes and talked about his focus solely on the Steelers. He said this: it's probably somewhere along the lines of, tomorrow we'll get that right, or in this next period, we'll get that right. He said, but I'm on an everyday journey to try and improve and get better. And that's what I want for myself and our players. So, yeah, he has mentioned there that lawsuit that's coming up and trying to improve the situation for minority candidates in the NFL. But he says there quite clearly on a day-to-day basis, he is solely focused on getting the best for himself as a coach and for the players on the Pittsburgh Steelers roster. He also went on to say, I focus really on today, this team, this practice. I live in the moment and not think about things that have happened in the past or really went too far in the future. I'm really excited about this opportunity here. So again, Flores clear on his focus, solely on the Steelers, solely on his job as a senior defensive assistant and linebacker coach with the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 2022 season. See, he lives in the moment and he works on those players and getting them to be the best that he can be. And he has the enthusiasm and the excitement to bring to the job every day. And no doubt that is excitement and enthusiasm that is rubbing off on those players on a day-to-day basis at those practices. Flores also said, I think anytime you create a situation where guys get an opportunity, I'm all for that. So Flores is all about the team. He's all about being the best coach he can be. Guys, we are so lucky. We have really got a head coach as a position coach. That's the way we've got to think of it. Brian Flores should be a head coach in the NFL. The guy got the Miami Dolphins to have 2 winning seasons, a fairly average roster to 2 winning seasons. In 2021, he won 8 out of his last 9 games. And think back to that Ravens game where he totally bamboozled and confused the Ravens offense when Lamar Jackson had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, nowhere to throw, just could not move and was hit time after time after time by a Flores organized Dolphins defense. One thing we've got to remember about Brian Flores is he's already gained the respect and the trust of those Pittsburgh Steelers. You've just got to listen to the players talk about him. Miles Jack talking about him feeling like he's stealing, getting to work with Brian Flores. Devin Bush been very positive about him. Cam Hayward, all the Steelers defenders been so gushing in their praise for Flores and what he brings. NFL insiders who watch Steelers practices, guys who I respect and know what they're talking about, Chris Carter, Wes Euler, Jenna Harner, talking about how they see the players respond. They see how they respond to Flores. And that focus that he's got is something that he's transmitting to his players. That sole focus on one thing and one thing only, helping the Steelers to win in 2022. Flores strives for perfection. That's what that's what he's all about. He plans perfectly to to prevent poor performance. That's what he does. And if you listen to the players talk about him, they say that, it was okay is not good enough. It was either right or it was wrong. And if it wasn't right, we'll do it again until it is right, until we get it right, until we make it perfect. And that's what he demands. And when you've got a coach demanding that of you as a player, it just makes you a better player. It gets you as a player to raise your level, to be the best you can be, to know that your coach is demanding the best of you and you need to respond to that. And that's what Flores brings to the Steelers. Looking at this situation that he is in Pittsburgh, he's in a great opportunity this year to really impress and, put himself up there for head coaching jobs in the near future. Personally, I hope we can hold on to him for 2 seasons, because then after he leaves after the second season, we would be down for some comp picks in the NFL draft. Yes, the NFL have taken action on the Rooney Rule. They have enhanced the Rooney Rule. The Rooney Rule was obviously named after the family of our great owners, the Rooneys, the fantastic family that are all about the Steelers and have done so much for our franchise. This quote here was one that Flores, when he was asked about it, said about he thought that the situation had started to improve. I think anytime you create a situation where guys get an opportunity, I'm all for that, Flores said when asked about the adjustments that the NFL had made. But I'll kind of leave it there. So again, he defers it off. He doesn't want to talk about it. He will not let reporters sidetrack him onto the lawsuit, onto the discrimination claims. His focus is there on the Steelers, which is absolutely fantastic. And when you've got a fully focused Brian Flores, you have an amazing coach on your staff. We've got to remember, Flores won 4 Super Bowls as a defensive coach with the New England Patriots. He was effectively the defensive coordinator that shut down Sean McVay's LA Rams in that Super Bowl. Terrell Austin has also spoken as defensive coordinator as the fact that he is harnessing and using Flores' talents to help build that new elite defense in Pittsburgh. And that is really possible. If you look at the caliber of players we have on that defense now, Ogunjobi, Alu, Haywood, Watt, Highsmith, Jack, Bush, Fitzpatrick, Levi Wallace, Cam Sutton, DeMonte Kazee, Terrell Edmonds, just quality everywhere you look on that defense. And through the focus of Flores and the work that Terrell Austin does, I have no doubts that this is going to be an elite defense in this 2022 season. Thanks, guys, for listening to the Syndicate. If you have not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Brian Flores as a coach at the Steelers, and let me know about what your hopes are for the defense this year. Flores has no doubt as well that he can prove the splash plays as well that Steelers defense may. So let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. And we'll finish this as we always do with, here we go, Steelers.